God might take you home tomorrow. You just never know. How can you use the time that's left? If it's 1 day or 60 years. Have you ever just thought about your life and where you are right now? What you've done and where you're going? I know I have. And sometimes I think about the future. I think that, wow, I still have like more than half my life left to live. I have 60 plus years to live. Hopefully, if God doesn't take me home earlier, of course. That means I have 60 years in my hand. I have decisions to make. I have things to accomplish. And I don't know. I was thinking about this and I started to realize that, wow, 60 years is in my hands. What am I going to do with this time? How can I use it in a wise way, in a way that will not only benefit me and my family, but as many as possible? How can I spread the good news about Jesus? How can I use this time wisely? And today I want to encourage you to think the same. And it really doesn't matter how old you are, because even if we were to die tomorrow, we still have time left. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do with the rest of your years, with the time that you have left here on earth? Life is precious and life is an opportunity. How do you want to use your life to glorify God? What can you do? What has God given you? I'm going to read from Psalm 32 and verse 8. The Lord says, I will guide you along the best pathway for your life. I will advise you and watch over you. And this really calmed me down when I read it because I was thinking about this 60 plus years of being alive and what I should do with it and just all the dreams I have and how I can best use my life to honor God. And I read this and it took me back to the place of realization that I belong to Jesus and I have given my life to him. So he will help me. If I let him, he will help me and he will help you. God will guide you. He will give you wisdom. He will help you in life to do the things that he has planned for you. Yes, we might have many years left here on earth and we might feel this responsibility of, wow, my life is really in my hands and I really want to do what's best for me and my family and I want to honor God with my life. But then we realize that it says also that every day is written down in his book. Psalm 139 and verse 16 says, you saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day had passed. God has a book. He has written everything down. He has an amazing plan for you. He has so many things he wants to accomplish through you. If we have willing hearts and we want to please the Lord, he can do amazing things with our lives. Even if you think like your life is mundane and you're not really doing anything special, God can still use you. He can use you in amazing ways if you let him. And always choose joy. Choose life. If you stand before hard decisions, ask yourself, how will the outcome of this decision affect me in 5 years, in 10 years? What is honoring God the most? And what brings life rather than death? Choose life. Choose to do things that leads to life. Spiritual life, biological life. What decisions can you make to help others? God might take you home tomorrow. You just never know. How can you use the time that's left? If it's 1 day or 60 years, how can you use that time to honor him? I challenge you today to write down 5 things that you really want to accomplish in your life. Write down things that will honor God and help others and share them down below in the comments. Sometimes we take life for granted. Sometimes we take life for granted and that's not good. Life is precious. Life is valuable. Your life is valuable and God has a plan for your life.